There's just
Is there any particular thing of interest on these floating islands? Like, can we see anything?
it is very hard to see. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah. Just a second. Disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh wait, where's perception again?
Yeah, perception.
Okay.
You can make out the islands. You don't see anything in particular. You see various they look very tropical, so you could probably find a number of coconuts, a number of pineapples, and other tropical fruits. Um,
How are we doing on supplies? Food supplies.
you're doing pretty well. You guys are getting closer to that ending, but you figure that's probably because you guys are getting pretty close to your destination, though it definitely didn't help that you guys were stopped for probably about a day due to the Kubatoa and put off course.
Well, no reason to stop by on the islands and collect food, I suppose.
I will say with that perception, you do notice the outline of what looks like a ship moving through the fog, but it's glowing white and it just kind of, you see it float by and then it disappears.
Okay.
Uh, what do you
Yes,
do?
the question is, would anyone believe me?
You can, with that, it's up to you telling the
I'd go,
others.
I'd go to the captain, I suppose.
The captain is on the other ship currently. You guys are on
Oh,
the.
right.
Well, the captain would
well,
technically then be Leo.
I
yeah,
suppose so. Yeah.
yeah. Just go inform him. I think I saw something. Looked like a ship, but maybe not. It was glowing white, and then it disappeared. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but who knows? There might be something out there.
If it disappeared, we can't follow it. So unless we have a way to send word to the other ship, and they want to follow it,
Yeah,
I think we just stick with them.
keep an eye out. Be careful, I suppose.
Whoever wants to can also roll perception checks.
Well, considering I'm always basically on watch. Still a disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage because the fog.
Hey! Single digits.
You see pea soup. I thought you liked peanut butter. You eat what you like, and I'll eat what I like. Yeah. For those who don't get it, that's from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You do not notice anything. It is very thick fog.
It would then be Leo.
But you do eventually squint your robot eye, and eventually you do see what Farina saw, this outline of a glowing white ship that floats. Strangely enough, in the opposite direction it was floating a moment ago, and then vanishes.
Can you repeat, Kenneth?
Yeah. So, Core notices the glowing white outline of the ship as well, but it's floating in the opposite direction of where it was you saw it flying, and then it vanishes.
Now the question is, would I have actually overheard him going to Leo and, hey, I found this, or did I see it by myself?
Farina, were you particularly quiet about talking to Leo?
Well,
No, there's no reason to, I suppose.
I would say
I mean,
you
I first went to the captain, whoever in this case would be Leo, and since yeah, I mean, there's no reason to be like quiet about it.
not necessarily about quiet, but it's like if he's on the other end of the ship, unless he was like telling everybody or yelling out along the way.
Well, no, I wouldn't be yelling out. But I would
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
walked over and just informed him, and
So yeah, kind of like
and after that point, I would like probably like just keep an eye out, and if you're
Mhm.
also keeping watch, then I would probably come by and talk to you as well.
Okay.
Oh.
Farina, you walk up to Core.
Yeah, think there might be something out there. Look like a glowing white ship.
Oh yeah, I just saw that as well. It was headed that way.
That way.
Yeah.
I
you
saw it
point
on the other
left.
side. So either there's more than one, or can teleport or whatever. Need be.
Oh well, as always, I'll keep my eye open for it.
What?
He
This
opens
is
his
the
eye.
goblin ship, right? The one we.
Yeah.
And what
Yep.
weapons does it have?
It's very similar to the ship that you guys are on. It has its own arcane cannon, and it has the ballistas as well. It has four
I
turning
guess I'll
ballistas.
just go arm the arcane cannon and just be ready.
Leo, could you roll me a perception check? Disadvantage as well. Okay, that is enough. Leo, you're kind of idly looking around, and you notice to the left side, I guess port, you noticed a white outline of a ship, and you see a skeletal figure standing on deck, and it waves at you. And then it vanishes.
Okay.
How do you react, Leo?
I didn't realize I was muted. Sorry. I said I'll
okay.
just wave back in that general direction, and it's not a problem until it's a problem.
Sachi's just kind of like looking around, just like, I don't like being here. Why are we here?
Only to suffer.
Uh,
Do you have memory issues? The reason why we're here is we're escorting that ship over there.
yeah, but why are we going through here? Why couldn't we go around?
Because it was going to take 3 times as long.
But what if there are ghosts?
I already use ghosts in combat, so it's no big deal.
There's ghosts.
What if
ghosts.
they-
We'll kill them like we kill everything else again. It's fine.
Have you guys ever seen The Conjuring or The Happening?
So these
What's
books.
that? Never heard of that.
No, we don't have time for this fancy shit on your tablet or whatever the hell you have.
I can't remember what. Oh, but have you seen Paranormal Activity? They're going to fuck us. Literally and figuratively.
I mean, if it's a ghost, you'll never know. They could be right now.
Yeah. Hmm?
If it's a ghost, we just have to hit it. As simple as that.
Hit ghosts? It'll just go through it.
So then you hit it with magic. actually.
If our weapons go through the ghost, then the ghost
One
can't harm
moment.
us either.
Oops.
It's fake
That wouldn't be a
news.
disadvantage. 19. Yes, we would just hit it with magic.
Yeah, you would know that ghosts can be hurt typically by. Actually, are ghosts hurt by non-magic weapons? I actually don't know.
I could tell you in 3.5. I couldn't tell you in 5th.
I'm looking it up. They actually can be hit by non-magical attacks, but they have resistance to it.
Oh.
It's just that's weird to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you hit a ghost with a non-magical?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either.
But yeah, you guys are continuing, and you see Captain Gruff kind of on the other ship, walking over to the side. Have you all been seeing some ships around besides ours?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the ghost ship. Someone waved at me. It was fine.
Keep an eye out. Ghosts can be tricky to deal with. I saw one. I was on a ship with one fellow who saw a ghost ship, a ghost, and suddenly aged like 40 years. All I'm saying is be careful.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Mom.
You're welcome.
Don't worry,
son.
we've only seen about 2 or 3 of them so far.
But yeah, you basically throughout the rest of the day, every so often you guys see hints of the same, like the ships seem to be varying in sizes, so you're not sure if it's the same ship or multiple ships. But they don't attack you, they just seem to be passing by you.
They're not a problem
And
until they're a problem.
Yeah, that's kind of. It's like I'm definitely keeping an eye on them when I can, but it's like they're not attacking us, so.
you do see at one point, Core, you see the ghost, and you see the skeletal ghost, and a figure forms that looks oddly similar to yours, and it just takes out some scissors and just cuts off the head and laughs a little and then disappears.
I tilt my head a little bit. Okay. The ghosts are playful. I don't know. I don't understand fear, at least non-magical fear.
Leo, you see the ship again, and it seems to be eating soup, but it pulls a spoon out, and there's a turtle on the end of the spoon, and it laughs.
I'm a tortoise. That's why it's entirely different species.
Oh.
Oh, you killed turtles? Yeah, I like them too. They're very tasty.
Wait, wouldn't that be cannibalism?
It's fine.
It's just like if a human eats a chimpanzee. It's not cannibalism.
When have you met someone who ate a chimpanzee?
You ever seen the monkey brains and that kind of thing? They're pretty common.
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know a few things that dwarves eat on a natural basis.
I thought they ate rocks.
I mean,
Yes.
I bit a few sentient fish creatures' faces off. Does that count? Is that bad?
Well, don't turtles eat fish?
I guess.
I actually don't know.
Depends on the turtle.
This turtle does.
But yeah, for the most part, they do eat fish amphibians, that kind of thing.
Marina, roll me a religion check. Oof. I'll let you roll it with advantage. Go ahead and roll it again.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. You remember reading some things about there are vengeful spirits, but then there are spirits that just like to mess with people. They probably were the kinds of pranksters in regular day life. Pirates typically are like this. They're not really harmful per se unless you tick them off, but they just like to mess with you. See if they can get you to go after them first.
So these things we should just try to not provoke them. You don't know what they're capable of. Just keep moving and just don't try to get far away from the space. Basically.
Eventually, night falls, and it is still very fog. It's even foggier at this point. But nothing happens during the night. Those who are on watch continue to see various forms of different ghosts making weird shapes and such. But eventually, morning comes. No, I don't want to move the map. Let me. The next morning, you, Leo, I would say all of you notice land in the distance. The fog is clearing, and you're finding a large portion of land coming towards you all.
We're almost there.
And I would say, Leo, you realize, because of your cartographer's tools proficiency, this is the 5th province.
We're almost there.
You guys are about 2 days away.
If we are basically back on mainland, we shouldn't run into more problems. At least not too many problems.
Considering how it's basically in this world that there's monsters and shit outside of plateaus, we'll be having problems no matter what. But...
Yeah, but this close to a city, they're probably at least not as troublesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, considering
not that the fish people gave us much trouble, but
yeah.
But what do you guys do during your 2 days of travel? We'll start with Leo. Is there anything you would like to do during the 2 days of travel?
Collect more random stone fishing birds.
Okay. You're starting to accumulate quite a few. Let's say you grab 10 of them. I have no idea why you're doing this, personally. And I don't think the others would have any idea of why you're doing this either.
I have several ideas why I'm doing it. I haven't decided quite yet.
you just bored?
No. There is purpose.
Hey, I'll do collecting, I suppose.
Alright. What were you doing, Farina?
Well, would a reply have come again by now because we're further away, I suppose?
It was
Maybe
I think at this point you're from. I don't think you're familiar would be back yet. No, I think it would be a longer flight at this point, considering you're even further away.
I mean, not that we establish which direction it's going in. But
Yeah, I need to figure out where you're from exactly. I would say you're probably from the coast at the bottom, right?
okay,
Probably around here.
yeah. So see, sorry.
No, you're fine. Um,
Okay, so do I have anything else to do? Not really, I suppose. Just try to pass the time, basically. No, nothing really comes to mind right now. Sorry.
so it's gonna take some time for him to come back. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I have nothing else to do, basically.
Oh, you're on camera, by the way.
Yeah.
Core, what are you doing?
Well, considering it's like when I was on ships before, there was always like, okay, repair weapons, get this done, get that done. Most of my time is gonna be like just all the general maintenance, but then otherwise figuring out the pet situation, and then also kind of blankly staring out at out in front of us, pondering. Yeah, most of my time is especially considering we don't really know a whole lot about this ship. It's going to be literally me going around and, oh God, why the hell did they do it this way? Why did they make it this way? Who the hell thought about making this?
Why are there cup holders everywhere?
Yeah, that probably would be one thing he'd be wondering. Oh no, I take the back. So he does drink, so probably be along the lines of, why are there not more cup holders?
Yeah. For the animals, go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
Animal handling. I'm a lot better at that than I am at performance.
Yeah, you have a wisdom stat.
And then except still doesn't matter if I roll a 3.
You managed to keep you're not quite there on the whole training situation. But like Gargle does have a couple of accidents during he has a number of accidents during the journey. He'll just there is one point where Leo is at the helm and Gargle walks up right next to him and lifts his leg.
I didn't.
Somebody would have
Oh
got
no,
turned
it's
to
that
stone
damn. I
for trying
have a
to.
hard time rolling higher than a goddamn 5.
I know, man.
So yeah, that's basically all my time.
Yeah. 2 days pass, and eventually you see a large bowl. Like it looks like this large disc, but also it's got kind of a bottom that's more like a bowl, and it all appears to be made of metal. And there are these various extensions and propellers out, and various air sacs holding it up into the air. And you see all sorts of zeppelins and skyships flying to and from this city. And the air is just filled with the sounds of steam and motors and engines, and just it is very much core on stereo, I would say. Let me see if I can find anything that fits that. Um, Yeah, that'll work. I'll turn down music a little bit. You see, and eventually you guys are floating towards what looks like a harbor area. It seems like it holds all sorts of ships all around this large disk city. And as you guys get closer, you see all sorts of large buildings, and you see a number of warforged and constructs just working on, like hanging from buildings and working on it. You see artificers making adjustments here and there constantly, and there's just constant motion here. It's not. It's definitely more machine. It seems like this place is more machine than anything else. Core, this is very reminiscent for you.
I've probably been here how many times, anyways.
This is where you're from, so yeah, you've been here.
Yeah, even more so.
Um,
I will be staying with my creator. I don't necessarily have a bad relationship with him, but do not have a good relationship with him.
as you guys eventually land, and various constructs helped secure both ships to this harbor, and you guys lower the gangplank. Uh, a construct, this large, spindly construct, walks over. Hello. Do you have your ship's registration?
Mm,
Did I find it? Did I find any registration during my meticulous redoing of everything? Probably not.
Roll me an investigation check.
This is a pirate ship, so they wouldn't
Sadly,
have
I
any.
cannot. Sadly, I know I cannot.
I'll
use
allow you
guidance.
have advantage on this one.
Yay!
I mean, would pirates have even registered?
Well, they wouldn't necessarily register the ship itself, but they might have gotten, or they probably took it from someone that was already had it registered.
You eventually managed to find that, like, you did find this faded, what looks like a deed to the ship. It seems to be very old, and it's likely this ship was very old as well.
Oh yeah, we got the registration right here. Hand it over.
Thank you.
But
And it just kind of looks it over. This registration is 100 years old. All of you look way younger than that.
Thank you.
it's an old code, but it checks out.
that was perfect. Wow. Did you acquire this ship recently? You were not listed as none of you seem to be listed as its current owners. Are any of you named? Are any of you named Domingo Paramecium?
Do we want to lie to him? Probably not.
I think
No,
we should just
there's-
straight up and say we just recovered the ship
Domingo
from some fucking
Paramecium.
pirates. We're bringing it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say we acquired the ship off of some pirates that we threw off into the ocean. Registration deed is right in front of, we would like to be re-registered as the new owners of this ship.
Suppose
Yes.
the old owners are still alive.
That could be done easily. What name should I register this ship under?
Either
Do you all have a group name or something?
we do not.
No. That's kind of putting us on the spot.
Yep.
We'll pass it by registration later after we figure out what name to put on there.
Certainly. That will be 2 silver to dock it here for the time being.
That's easy enough to pay. I'll pay the silver myself.
Okay. You pay him 2 silver. Thank you. And he puts it to his mouth and bends one of the pieces. That is real silver. Quite good. Carry on. And he walks off.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
The,
Um,
the lesser constructs do have weird issues with them.
you see on the other ship, the Orion's hand, you see the various crew members are starting to offload the casks of wine and ale that you guys have been transporting. And you can see Captain Gruff talking with a construct about various things. And she looks over. Well, you helped us make it, then. What are you all planning on doing at this point?
Well, getting paid first of all, and
Yes.
then since I'm here for the first time in a while, I'll probably be looking for various various small pieces to purchase and restock on.
Yes. Yep. Let me go ahead and pay you. And she hands you a bag of 4,000 gold.
Oh, nice.
I
So
believe
there's
we'll
3
get
of
you
us here
here.
to split that, right?
The 5 total.
Yeah, no,
right,
they're still
so-
on the ship. They hear you. It's fine.
Yes, we
Did
still.
I hear the sound of money?
I handle
Four-
harmony. It's fine.
4,000, right? So that's like,
It's about 800 gold each.
yeah.
Go ahead and add that to Sachi and May's character sheets. Oh dang, Sachi has about 2153 gold.
Still a peasant.
I don't think she's spent it as much as the rest of you has. To be fair.
Probably not.
How much does Core have? Here it is.
I'm sitting around 1,500.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. You guys have been paid. All right. Well, we hope to see you again soon.
You will.
If you guys head back to the guilds, we'll probably stop around at some point. We'll be making this delivery, and then we'll be heading back for our next delivery.
Yeah, we'll see. Might have different plans, but anyway.
You'll definitely see
Good.
me and Sachi there at some point. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Let's see.
good to sail with y'all. And she sets about continuing to transport the ales and wines.
Let's see. For some of the things are, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, probably. Or I think it would be best to go notify the guild of the success for the success of the request. And then, as I just previously stated, I have a few things that I probably want to try and go and purchase.
All right, Sachi looks at you. Do you want me to call the guildmaster?
As long as you're not threatening him.
I would never. Okay, I won't do it. Sachi casts something. Hey, Dragon Man! We finished our task. Delivered alcohol to Mechanus. So got paid. We'll let you know when we're heading back, I suppose. Bye.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys hear her say that. And well, none of you would hear her get a response, so after a moment she's like, all right, he says good and have a good time.
Okay, that's good.
All
Um, Really, what is there to do right now exactly? So, what's the plan?
Well, there's a few things we can sell off. Couple lion pelts, the 10 pounds of lion meat you guys can eat, and then the crystal chest set, depending on if we want to keep those or not. And then there's, like I said, there's a few things I want to buy. First of all, I have a note that I need to buy. I need to probably buy a pocket watch and a cane. And then also probably little pieces to turn those shining crystals into portable light sources.
Okay. So I'm assuming you guys are looking for a general store.
How and a weapon store and whatever, like basically the shopping district.
Okay.
I want to find someone who can work with stone.
Okay. All of those would probably be in the
Check out some like special mechanist weapons, what they might have. Like, I'm sure they got good
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, they probably do. Let's
Wow.
go.
Not sure I'm not sure how well I remember where everything is. I can probably get general ideas of where stuff is in the bigger stores.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a survival check with advantage.
Okay, me.
No, core. So, 13. Actually, I think history would be more apt for you. Now that I think about it. You have been here. I'll say history
Oh,
check.
sorry.
with advantage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, no, I said if remember history is the exact same bonus. So if you want to just take the 17,
Okay.
can I roll again?
I'll take the. Oh, the 13. That 17 was the investigation. You rolled a 13 for survival.
Oh. Why did
But
invest-
we'll just go
oh,
with
whoops.
that then.
No. Yeah, might as well reroll.
I'll allow it. 21. You remember that the shopping district is about 10 minutes away from from this area. You also remember that is the direction that your father, creator, that's where he lives.
Like I said, I don't really have that much of a desire to see him as far as I can think. And no, Core would not consider him father because he doesn't understand that concept of being creator. He's the one who created me, but he's also the one who instilled this need of alcoholism on me, so yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. For someone that doesn't understand love or hatred.
Alright. So I'm assuming you guys are heading off towards the shopping district.
Yeah.
So you guys just start walking around the area. It's just you see various mechanical vehicles with wheels. Weirdly enough, like, who uses wheels? You see these these carts with metal wheels rolling by, but not drawn by horses. They're just seem to be moving on their own with steam, like some kind of steam engines in them.
I mean,
Most of you, this is kind of weird.
Would it be weird though? Like, I mean, if this technology exists,
I guess like you guys just wouldn't have seen so much of it from where you're from, because like
Yeah,
Leo
you're
and
right.
Farina, you guys came from pretty humble areas.
Yeah, I mean,
You've
I would
probably
say,
heard that it exists, but you've never seen it in person.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, like I would say Sachi and May, and especially Core, are more used to this kind of setting.
All these fancy city folk. Stuff moving.
Yeah, me obviously, May, because she did travel around a little bit while she was. Well, did she actually go with the little bit of a military background?
He did.
Yeah,
Different for
and
a
then
region.
Sachi is a performer, so. Although, how much Mechanist seems like it'd probably be more of a. I don't know, I guess there'd still be some places to try and entertain here. I was gonna say, Mechanist would be more of a city that's production based. And. In and out. Yeah, never mind. Anywho. So yeah, that's what I said that I was looking for, like I said. What the other.
Yeah. You guys are walking and you see just all sorts of various constructs and warforged. You see dwarves, you see gnomes, you see robotic gnomes that Core, you know these to be auto gnomes. They are these kind of mechanized gnome like they're smaller constructs or warforged that are used for smaller repairs and easier to fit inside of various types of machines and such. Let me find image. They look like this. I'll add it to our Discord. They actually look more human-like than some of the other Warforged do. They're kind of small. They're pretty small. They're like 2 or 3 feet tall. And you see, like, one is like you accidentally almost step on one Core, and it's like, pardon me.
Yeah, unlike like I said with the other automaton that wasn't a warforged or kind of a warforged type, I kind of look down on them because I see them as like what you humans kind of see general robots in automated manufacturing lines. These guys, it's just kind of along the lines of, yeah, I don't really consider them equal to me, but they're not truly lesser than me. They're specialized to a more different task. So it's just kind of, yep, okay, this is just life and times.
You do, like, as you are getting closer, you do see one autognome that is kind of like standing on like several boxes stacked on top of each other. They're basically milk crates that he has stacked, and he is wearing these large red robes, and he's wearing this large red pope hat, and he's holding this book that has a red wrench painted on the front. Hi there! You want to hear about the red wrench and his glory of machines and imagination?
Sure, tell me.
Well, you see, people say that Metora used to have their own pantheon, but a lot of their names were lost into the ages. And they were the true forms of the domains. The red wrench was the one of the forged domain.
He was like just a wrench.
Oh no, he was kind of like a spark of fire at the forge. He is the one who inspires artificers and imagination and creativity and engineering.
Was he a hammer and sickle at one point in time?
Oh, he made hammers and sickles and screwdrivers. He just has this, and looking at it, he just has these large he doesn't have a mouth per se. He has like kind of a speaker, and he has these just blue glowing eyes. Just
Well, what I'm gonna do is like proselytize to him instead about my religion.
okay.
Have you heard? Have you heard of the Raven Queen? Any chance?
Hmm. Yes, I have heard of the Raven Queen. She represents righteous death. Does she not?
Indeed, indeed. Death is but part life, right? As they all say. But we, her chosen assassins. I guess I shouldn't say assassins, but basically, what I'm trying to say is that. Just give me a second. Well, I'm not. I'm finding it hard to come up with the right thing to say, but basically, I'm trying to like proselytize to him. Just if he's gonna preach about his religion, I'm gonna do the same to him. Basically,
Mhm.
uh, just having a yeah. Go. Sorry, sir. I'm just having a bit of trouble thinking about what to say exactly.
You're fine.
No, ma'am. You can go ahead. Basically, I'm just.
Um,
You can just
would you
like.
like?
You can just go ahead with the others. I'm just
Yeah.
going back and forth and just getting to really just debate with this.
Yeah. Um. He looks up to you. This auto gnome looks up to you, Core. Would you like the holy symbol? And he holds out this what looks like a bottle cap with a red wrench painted on it. Core?
Oh. Yeah, I don't accept that. I mean, I've probably gone through this so many times and it's just kind of, yeah, I just keep going. I mean, I'm still
Okay.
cleric gone, so I'm I'm not gonna start I may not be the most devout cleric in terms of what a lot of like people think of clerics. My devotion to my god is building things. And suddenly
Yeah, so see how I'm picturing it is like everyone else just like ignores this guy and I just get into a argument with him.
yeah, I basically ignored him from the start and kept walking.
Yeah, but I
Gotcha.
just Farina just stayed behind and just like no, this is how it should basically getting into
Yeah.
not intense but like just like slightly heated debates about religion.
So I would say this is like just outside the shopping district, so they don't get too far away from you, but you do get left behind by the others. Because I'm assuming Leo has no interest in this guy either.
Nope.
I had a feeling. Eventually, you do see a shop that appears to be a magic shop known as Trinkets and Trockets. Or Tronkets, sorry. Trinkets and Tronkets.
Yeah,
You guys go in?
eventually I managed to catch up on it. Stupid machines. What do they know about cards?
The irony.
Camera just hands up the core, wearing his, and you just see his holy symbol on his chest.
Oh, right. Well, present company excluded.
Don't worry, I don't. The little ones and their Great gods are always an annoyance around here. It's nothing new.
I've learned to ignore them and their heresy.
Yes, that is a good word for it.
You guys do this shop is it's got various gear cog like letters on the front, and as you guys walk inside, you just see various various shelves everywhere with various trinkets on there, various different little magic items. You see some swords that have like a gear cog as the hilt. And like you see one person pick it up, and the blade, they seem to be able to, they click a button and the blade like turn, like moves about where it is, like it kind of points almost like it's a pistol, then it goes back up, goes backwards, goes back up. One guy picks up a shield, and it has these like saw blades sticking out, and it's like
Like that.
and the saw blades just get launched into one of the shelves. And he's just like puts it down and runs out of the shop. You get back here! And you see a dwarf who appears to be working there, kind of got a buzzed head with this long beard, runs after him outside. And you guys walk over towards the front desk, and you see this what looks like the combination of a teapot and a mechanical spider with this large eye on the side. Can I help you?
What kind of shop is this? Is it a general or a weapon? Or what magic shop? Right?
Trinkets and trinkets. So,
Yes.
general store.
We sell all sorts of things that you would need. Magic, weapons, general goods. And you realize it is this teacup is talking to you, or this teapot is talking to you.
I'll be holding a conversation with it as well. I'll take, like I said, as I kind of mentioned before, I look down on it because it is not a warforged and like I consider truly intelligent, but it does its duty, and so I have a normal conversation with it.
Yeah.
Yes, we are also. There are a few things that I'm looking for in terms of pieces, as well as a few things to sell off.
Yes. Gertrude! And you see a particularly large warforge, about your height, actually, Cord, walk over. And he's definitely not as armored as you, but he's got these large, like he's very, he seems to be built for heavy lifting, and he has this one singular red eye, and he's got bronze all over him. He walks over. Please help with the selling of his goods. He kind of just nods his head and holds out its hand. What would you like to sell?
I'll put the 2 lion pelts down. Did we want to keep the muskets? Because I have 2 lion pelts on me, the 10 pounds of lion meat, the crystal chest set, 5 muskets, and 100 bullets.
I
Leo,
could take
Farina,
the
what do you
bullets,
guys-
but you can sell the muskets.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the bullets then. So did we want to keep any of the muskets then for anybody, or is everyone good with what they have?
I'm fine with y'all selling some stuff. Not good.
Yeah, I already have guns. I'm good.
Okay, yeah, I'll hand over the pelts, the 5 muskets, And might as well the crystal chest set. I don't. Actually, no, wait. Am I proficient with it or not? Or is that a different character? That is a different character. Yes, I will hand over the chest set.
Right. Let me. How much things are worth? The crystal chest. There it is. The teapot kind of like its eye gets smaller as it zooms in on it. Ah, this is worth quite a bit. It is worth 2,500 gold.
Chest set?
Yes.
Okay, then. Yes, this is why I'm not good at appraising things. I kind of mutter to myself.
Would you like that in gold or platinum?
Platinum would be best. Oh, wait, sorry. Was that for all of them, or was that just the chest set?
That's just the chest set.
That's,
The chest set was worth 2,500 gold.
250 platinum pieces.
Yep, Garter hands you the platinum pieces. So that would be divided by the 5 of you.
50.
50 platinum each. So go ahead and each of you add 50 platinum to your character sheets. 50 platinum is about 500 gold, by the way. That helps.
It's just easy. It's also normally for obviously most people wouldn't be carrying around thousands of gold pieces just on them. So the platinum obviously is like, hey, this is more compact. And if we were really worried about actual weight limits and didn't have easier access to space storage, probably be trading him for gems or salt or something that's low volume but high value. Actually, I don't really know how valuable salt is in this world. Anywho.
So you said you had 2 muskets?
5 muskets, 2 lion pelts.
5 muskets. Okay. He kind of looks them over the muskets.
Then gave Tushar the 100 bullets.
He looks over the muskets and then he looks over the lion pelts. I would offer you 300 gold for the lot.
Acceptable. I'll hand those over to Girder.
Alright, and he hands you 300 gold. Divided by 5. 60 gold each. So, did you have anything else you guys wanted to sell?
No, not really. Let's see. The barrel of magic ore. Oh yeah, that barrel of magic ore was from the basilisk.
Yeah.
I forgot if I was going to use that for crafting something, or actually, how about would you be able to identify and appraise minerals as well?
Yes, I am proficient at this. It is my main function.
All right, I'll take out a small piece to get that identified.
He scans it. This piece is quite good. It is worth 1,000 gold.
I have a barrel full of this stuff. What exactly is this mineral?
So magic ore is basically used for fuel for skyships, but it can also be used to make magic items and weapons. It basically instills that magical property. So, and it's not like an infinite resource, so it is worth quite a bit.
Okay, I see.
So, like, if you wanted to use it to make any sort of like magic items, you could look into that.
Okay, well, yeah, then in that case, I am not selling that. I am just holding on to it. And also glad that I just showed a small piece of it.
I take out the whole barrel. I
And
do
then
not have the gold to give you for that.
let's see, the Bulette hide. I guess I can transform that into some kind of...
That would be most useful as like armor, I would say.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of transforming into some piece of clothing because it's like it's... But it's I already have the cloak of many fashions. Yeah, screw it. I'll sell it off. Unless someone wants it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say that he offers you about 25 gold.
Good enough.
And you can keep that 25, like the whole thing, because I think that was mainly you that got.
Yep, I was the one that skinned it.
Yeah, so that is solely your goal. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm also in the market to buy a couple things, or to purchase a couple instruments. Would you happen to have access, or would you happen to have pocket watches on you?
Yes, we have plenty. And he points one of his legs over to this barrel that just filled with pocket watches. And it just, like, as you look at it, you just hear this.
Very well. I will walk over there and start looking, and I will use guidance and investigation to try and find something that's good. Oh, that's a very good start. I look through the barrel to find one that is of exceptional quality.
Hey, you find so yeah, oh yeah, at 25, yeah. You find one that appears to be this gold pocket watch with platinum platinum inlaid into it. And it has a blue gemstone on the top. And you flip it open, and each of the places where the numbers would go are these blue diamonds.
Yeah, I'll bring this up and ask, or I'd like to inquire the cost of the price for this pocket watch. Gavin?
Hello?
Gavin.
Hello.
Yeah, well, what do you know? Now he's the one that's fallen asleep. Yay!
You sucks. Oh, there he goes.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. He says, yes, that one is worth 75 gold pieces.
I will hand over. Granted, that's a little more than I overall like to spend, but I understand that to understand flesh bags, I must look good. At least they're a definition of good.
Do you wish to haggle?
I'm not good with haggling. With my luck, I'm not saying this out loud, but it's like if I was to haggle, I'd probably accidentally go higher than what he's asking. I'll just hand over the 75 gold pieces without questioning.
All right. You have a pocket watch.
And
It is not like it doesn't have any magical properties necessarily. It's just it looks really nice.
That's what I figured. And then let's see. And then I personally wouldn't know this, but core would about figuring out ways to or different items and pieces that would be needed to actually craft those shining crystals into like either pendants to emit light, basically like little flashlights maybe and all that. And then probably also inquire about rare woods to craft a cane.
I would suggest for the cane, you look for mahogany. I do not believe we have any at the moment, but we could order you some.
How long would it take for the order to come in?
That would take 3 days.
Yeah, might as well. We can be here for 3 days.
As for the light crystals, I believe if you wish to sell them to us, we would be happy to. Or if you would like us to make any sort of light apparatus, we could do so.
I only need the parts.
Okay. What would you like this apparatus to look like?
Honestly, actually, I'd probably just be buying metal and stuff like that and use my divine ability to craft it into what I need. So I'm just gonna be asking for, I guess, a couple bars of iron, or a few iron, or a few steel ingots, maybe 1 or 2 ingots of some more precious metals. Mithril, maybe. Don't think we need to go. Don't think we need to go much more than that.
I'll say probably about 10 gold for all of that. Like he gets you some steel ingots, he gets you some mithril metal as well.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just make those in my spare time easily enough.
He also gives you some iron bars as well. And, well, Girder does. Girder just, like, picks up some stuff and puts it in your teddy bear backpack.
Yep.
Is there anything else I can offer you or any of your companions?
My transaction is complete, although I'm unsure if they have anything.
Excellent. Would you like to take the survey?
No.
Are you sure? Our survey could help give you a better experience.
My experience was fine as it is. I do not need to take a survey.
How would you rate your experience on a scale of 1 to 10?
Who's next? I just walk off. Like I said, I don't respect them, so I'm not going any further.
It looks to you two, Leo and Frina.
I don't need.
Is there anything I can offer you?
Nope. Not yet.
Looks to you,
I gotta see
Farina.
how much my other things cost.
Yeah. Show me some mechanist exclusive stuff you wouldn't find anywhere else. Any good weapons?
What kind of weapons do you prefer using?
Well, for now, either show me some blade, short swords, or maybe like projectile guns, or either one of those types.
How would you like any sort of daggers?
Yeah, sure.
Girder, please bring me the daggers. And so, please bring me the boomerang daggers. And, they bring over these daggers that are they seem to be bent at a certain point. which is kind of unusual for a dagger, and it's bent like a boomerang. If you throw these, they will come back to you.
Okay.
Do they speak in his mind?
Yeah. How much?
These are about 10 gold each.
Yeah, then I'll take two. Two is fine. Yeah, that should be more than enough.
We also have an item known as the Bracer of Flying Daggers.
What does that do?
It is an armband that appears to have thin daggers strapped to it. As an action, you can pull up to 2 magic daggers from the bracer and immediately hurl them, making a ranged attack with each dagger. A dagger vanishes if you don't hurl it right away, and the daggers disappear right after they hit or miss. The bracer never runs out of daggers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll take that as well. That sounds nice.
It is an attunement item, by the way.
Means you
What's
can only
that?
have so many. You only have, what is it, 2 or 3?
3 is the maximum you can attune to, I do recall.
Yeah.
Let me look at your item list.
Not sure if I have any already. But...
I think your Cloak of Bat is 1.
Your Cloak of the Bat is 1, I believe. Let's see. Goggles of the Night are not attunement.
Yeah, that just all it means is you can, or for attunement items, you can only attune 3 of them to your body at a time.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anything that would be.
I think the Cloak of the Bat is the only thing you have that is attunement.
Yeah, then if 2 is fine, then yeah, let's go get that as well.
All right. That will be 100 gold.
Yeah. That's 120 in total, right?
I'm sorry?
Was it 200?
He said 100 gold for the
100 plus 20.
Yeah, 120.
Okay.
Yeah. So 120 for the bracer and the boomerang daggers. The boomerang daggers are basically the same as normal daggers, but they come back to you instead of you having to go to collect them.
I mean, we weren't really paying too much attention to that anyway, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, won't have to anymore, so that's good.
Yeah, now that you have magic daggers.
Yeah, we won't even have to, like, we weren't paying attention to that before, but now we don't even have to.
Yep. All right.
So yeah, that bracelet. How does it work again exactly? Like
you will have to attune to it. That will take about an hour to attune. Once you attune to it, you can pull, and you see these. You see you see the hilts. Like you see 2 hilts of daggers in the in this bracer as you kind of strap it to your arm, and you basically you imagine that you basically grab both of them and pull them out, and you can throw both of them. So technically speaking, this gives you 2 attacks with the daggers.
Right. Just one second.
So basically, like, if you use this as part of your action, you can throw 2 daggers in a turn instead of just 1.
Okay, yeah, no, cool.
And they are considered magical, so they, if anything, is like immune or resistant to piercing damage from non-magical weapons, they'll be affected by these.
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything else I can interest you in?
No, that's for now.
All right. Would you like to take a survey?
Sure. Yeah. What?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you scale your visit?
9. Yeah, let's go with 9. No problem.
Would you recommend this place to a friend?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for completing the survey. And like Gerger hands you pulls out a card, and the teapot punches it, and it's a punch card, and he hands it to you. If you have 9 more transactions, you will get a free frozen yogurt.
Right. Yeah. Whatever. You just take that and yeah.
All right. So yeah, you have your new bracer, and you guys walk out of there. As you guys are walking out of the shop, Core, you hear this loud but familiar belch.
Oh God. We're going that way. We're going that way. I point
Oh,
away
hey,
from it.
Core! That you? I recognize you! Core! Core!
Yes, creator.
You guys see this particularly hammered-looking dwarf. He has his beard braided into 2 separate braids. He is balding, and he has hair to the sides of his head. He is wearing this apron, and his belt has 4 flasks pinned to it, and he has a bottle in his hand. And he's just kind of wobbling over there. It's good to see you, Core. He puts a hand out, assuming it's Core. It's actually you, Leo. Puts a hand on your chest. Oh, you've gotten so big! What do you do, Leo?
I am just amused.
Oh wait, sorry about that. And he looks to you, Core. Why haven't you written me?
I was never informed I was supposed to.
You're my son. I expect you to write me ever so often.
I was not born via your by your meatbag tendencies, meatbag reproduction system. As such, I cannot be defined as your son. You are merely my creator, and I am your creation.
What about adoption, then? Or what if so adoptive parents aren't real parents? Or is that what you think?
I am unsure what this word adopted means. I will have to look into it later.
I consider you my son. I can't believe you don't consider me your daddy. Well, anyway, what are you doing here at Mechanus? It's been a while.
We are stopping over after a mission granted to us via the what guild was it again? Griffin Blade Guild.
Oh, you have friends? And he looks to you all. Hi, my name's Frank. I'm Core's daddy. Pleasure to meet you all.
I am unsure if they can be classified as friends, but they're merely companions that are assisting in the work for this mission.
Sorry, your robot son has no emotions. We see you care for him greatly.
I've been meaning to add an emotional chip to him, but I haven't made it yet. Well, do you all need a place to stay? I'd be happy to share my quarters with you.
Your offer is enticing, but This
Of course,
Cor-
we accepted core accepts for family bonding time. Y'all need to reconnect, it sounds like. We're gonna make friends.
How do you react to this, Core? To Leo accepting for you?
If I could sigh, I would sigh. Very well. If this is what my companions are willing to do, I will accept.
And that is gonna be the end of the session for tonight. You guys have arrived in Mechanism. We'll have to wait and see what adventures await you next time. And the embarrassment that Core's dad, Frank, is gonna give him. I don't know why I went with Frank, but that seems like a dwarf name. Frank.
Yeah, even more so because embarrassment might be the first emotion that Cor actually. No, I think embarrassment probably the one emotion that he definitely understand or definitely feels, just doesn't understand that that's what it is.
I feel no immediate hatred towards him being a dwarf, so we can grow a little bit.
Although my first thought is like, you've grown really big. Warforged don't grow.
Well, I think Core would probably know this guy is. There's very, very rare times where this guy is sober.
Yes, that's why that's part of the reason. That's the main reason why I drink. Both because he programmed it into me, and to imagine that I could lose brain cells in the process.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sad we were missing a couple of people tonight, but
Yeah.
Allie's taking a break right now, and I don't know what Kevin was doing.
It's gonna be good next session. It'll be fine.
We're gonna have so much to catch up on. Actually, it'd be funny if you watched the session just to see what happens. Um,
Well, either way, we need to start dragging Allie in here again, just so that by spamming her, because she's probably sitting at home.
She's been messaging me and telling me like we've been talking a little bit, but
Oh, I was gonna say, I was about to I bet that she's just playing games in the game server, but she's not actually.
yeah, she's been spending some time with family. I'm not at liberty to say more about that because she asked me not to say much, but she just said she just needed some time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No problem.